Hey everyone, welcome to the TimeSplitters Portal Community Holiday Podcast, or the TimeSplitters Pottlecast, as some people have suggested.
What?
Hello.
I'm Chris Muffer Chris. With me, as always, we have Drifting.
Hi.
But we're also joined by a variety of guests here in the Peanut Gallery. We have Josh.
Hello.
And we have, joining us this time, we have Cheese, or Brandon, or Genki.
I
or
exist.
That you do. So
and
let's
we have Matt here as well.
Ohio.
Oh, did I forget to mention him? I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I'm so sorry. Because I see four squares and I say, well, I'm a person, so
Yeah.
there's four people, but
You
there's actually
too.
five.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I'm the only person who uses my actual face as an avatar, I realize.
Yep, I use the Pizza Man.
I
Hail
still
the
have the
glorious
best.
Pizza Man. I guess they can't see our avatars.
They can't.
No, they can't. Which is probably for the best because it's cropped from porn. So
They're missing out on a masterpiece.
Are they? Are they really?
well, I think it's a very
Well-
high quality piece.
Well, let's get started here. Gentlemen,
All right.
Drifting, I heard you were eating nachos earlier. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
They were nachos. They were good.
How do you like your nachos? Are you just a chip and cheese guy, or do you like to mix it up? We put some jalapenos, cream cheese,
You gotta
not
go-
cream
I had
cheese, sour cream.
I had chips and cheese, and they had some hot sauce and stuff on
You gotta
it.
go the whole mile with like salsa and like vegetables
Yeah.
on it. That's the best way to go.
At my school, they serve nachos, and they serve them with salsa, meat, beans, cheese, fucking anything you can think. But they are really greasy, and you get a bad stomachache if you eat them.
I
That
can't
sounds
say
awesome.
I've
Nice.
ever eaten nachos.
What? How?
What?
You live in You live in Ireland. How have you not eaten nachos? I thought they were like the national food of Ireland.
The Irish
What?
are known for their nachos.
Of course. Yes. How could I possibly
national-
forget?
I thought the national food of Ireland was the potato.
No.
That's what it's the potachos. It's their potato nachos.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, because those are real.
Yeah, they're called
You-
chips.
you- yeah. You cut up a potato and you microwave the potato, and then you put cheese on it.
That's just a baked potato.
But you call it a potato nacho, so it all makes sense.
I don't know if I've ever said this, but I really hate baked potatoes. Like, I can't stand a baked potato.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's because it requires so much customization, and I can't be bothered. So then I just eat a potato, and it's like, this is disgusting. Why am I just eating this potato?
Well, yeah, just eating a raw potato is not exactly.
Just eating it raw, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never done that. Does that actually taste good?
No, it doesn't.
No.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
I thought it was something people did.
No, people put things on it because actual just potatoes don't taste very good.
I've already forgotten
Like
what we're talking
dowsing
about.
crab.
Sorry, what's going on?
We're
Oh my
talking about
god.
potatoes.
Talking about potatoes.
That looks delicious. I want that cake.
Because
Hey
our-
everyone, welcome
our
to the Potato
listeners-
Cast.
Our listeners want to hear more about potatoes.
You're the Irish man.
That's why they listen.
You should know about
So-
potatoes.
I'm not Irish.
Do you
though.
Oh,
do you like your potatoes sweet or do you like them raw?
I like sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes are pretty awesome.
I
Oh god.
like
Whoa.
my potatoes undressed.
You make them strip slowly for you.
I
Shake
like-
for me.
I like to soak them in water and then peel them off.
This is the most sensual description of a potato I've ever heard.
Can we find some potato fan fiction for future perfection to read?
That's for a different podcast.
No, okay.
I
You are a
deliberately
salty
wanted to segregate
potato
them
in
because
Eternal Darkness fanfiction.
This podcast has TimeSplitters Portal in the name, so we have to keep it clean. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't.
Yes, of
exactly.
course.
It's
Of course.
a TimeSplitters potato podcast.
That's what the P stands for.
Just I found a fanfiction called You Are a Salty Potato and I'm kind of wondering.
This podcast is going nowhere so quickly.
Here, why don't we talk about the holidays? Because it's the holidays.
No.
like-
I told you I was going to talk about my lunch.
Oh, the
They
lunch.
just gradually degrade. Like the first one was all plotted out, all
Yep.
specifically, and the second one was just us talking about whatever. And this one has us talking about potatoes. So
Yeah,
kind of have
Downward
declined
spiral.
since we started doing that.
Yeah.
I spent like an hour and a half writing the outline for the first podcast, but then
Yeah. It ended up sounding very scripted and yeah.
So
Then we had to redo the intro and it sounded horrible.
God, and I had to redo the. So yeah, I messed up the recording, and then we were doing the intro the second time, and I said, "Fuck it, this is not working at all."
No. Couldn't.
So today I went to this Vietnamese restaurant because I live in a there's a large Vietnamese population in where I live because there was this whole war in Vietnam and a lot of people left.
There was a
And-
war in Vietnam?
Tell us more about this war.
There was Vietnam.
Well, you see, that the United States
never
sent
heard.
advisors to Vietnam, and then there was the Gulf of Tonkin incident, and then they gave the president a blank check, and then the forces were sent in, and then Saigon fell, and then it was all downhill from there.
That was our
Anyway.
history section.
And that's not accurate at all what I just said. Don't.
Yeah, well. Close enough.
Anyway,
It's
so yeah, I went to this restaurant called Bistro B, which is usually pretty nice. And you know, I like my food hot. Don't you? Don't you guys like your food hot?
Yeah, generally.
depends on the food.
Some like it hot. I like it hot. So I ordered this soup. I forget what it's called, but it was like Thai noodles or something, and it had the little pepper next to it.
I'm just going to
The,
assume it's called Thai noodle soup.
the name was in Vietnamese, so I couldn't pronounce it. I just said, "I'll
Thai
have this
and
one,
noodle
please," and
soup.
I point to them. You know, it's a. I hold the menu up to the lady and point at it because I don't speak Vietnamese, and they do the thing where they say, "Oh, it's very hot," because you're a white person and they don't think you can handle it.
Oh,
And-
right,
and then-
spicy. Right, I didn't. I thought we were talking about how hot or cold it was.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I did as well.
What?
Just
Really?
say spicy next time.
Yeah.
So yeah, they do the white person thing where they say, "Oh, this food's so hot." Like I went to an Indian restaurant once, and they actually said, like, "Do you want it Indian hot or do you want it white hot?" And that's I feel like I'm being discriminated against. But anyway,
there's
the
nothing
soup came and
racist
it
about
was-
that.
Anyway, the soup came and it was fucking terrible. It's not the hotness. It was really like acidic. Like it
Yeah.
made my stomach feel sick, and I couldn't. Like it also got all over my fingers. Like my beard was orange when I was finished.
Oh, and you can't even. Then your eyes get itchy, and you're like thinking about it, and you can't itch your eyes because then your eyes will turn like red from the sauce.
This is why I don't eat this kind of stuff.
I just ate
And then-
like a bunch of potatoes
Right.
dipped in hot sauce. Actually,
Why
I
would you
had
dip it?
garlic
That sounds
potatoes.
gross.
they were like tiny potatoes. They're like tiny boiled potatoes.
That sounds gross.
Have you never
Mm.
had spicy potato wedges?
Spicy potato wedges? No,
Oh, they're so
I've had like a
good.
corn chip.
Yeah, dude. I am clearly the expert of all things potato because I live in Ireland.
So I ended up using like half a dozen napkins trying to keep myself clean to get this orange stuff off me. And then I was so embarrassed when I finished my meal because there was just this giant wad of napkins on the table. So I cleaned up and I took the napkins with me to the bathroom and threw them away.
That's terrible.
Fascinating.
That's my lunch story. I was so excited to share that with you all.
I can't
I hope you
believe
appreciated it.
you've done this.
So let's talk about Christmas. Let's talk about Hanukkah. Let's talk about Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah ended.
Let's talk about Satan.
Like,
Let's talk about
Let's talk
Saturnalia.
about sex.
yeah, Saturnalia.
Mhm.
Let's talk about you and me.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I got this sweet laptop. I got this sweet microphone that I'm talking into right now.
I got some pajamas I'm wearing. They have polar bears on them.
I got a sweet pair of pajama pants also, but I'm not wearing them now because it's way too hot in here.
Did anybody else participate in the Secret Santa thing?
Nope.
Are we gonna disclose our misadventure?
That would assume
We've
that
had
I
a-
have money.
We have had a misadventure with Secret Santa. I bought him a CD, and it was supposed to be Soft Machine,
The album
But-
Third from Soft Machine, Pierre
Yeah, but-
Scaruffi's favorite.
but instead they sent him an Ocean Waves Nature Sounds CD. And I've been trying to get it exchanged for about 2 weeks now.
2
and
weeks.
Haven't had any luck. Yeah, it's been since like the 21st, I think, is when I first contacted him.
Did anybody else
Yeah.
participate in it?
Well,
what I was
Fezzy and Hanno theoretically participated in it, but I haven't heard back from them.
That's too bad.
I'm gonna go get a thing. Hang on.
I'm gonna get you your gift, Drifting. I spent like $100 on my sister's present, so I haven't had any money to
Buy
anything else.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I bought her $100 worth of
That's
paintbrushes
a lot.
Wow.
because I figure she needs a good set, right? Ballsy posted a Yowie in the link. Let's look at this. Wait, what am I looking at?
It's
What's up with this guy's hair?
a bunch of bananas, I think. That's what I thought it was.
It's like a potato with ice cream on it.
No, they're mashed potatoes. Isn't that what they are? Mashed potatoes to make faces on top of regular potatoes?
I guess you could do that. Yeah, you're right.
Nobody knows what we're talking about. Like, nobody listening to this.
It's okay, we'll put a link in the post.
Yeah, there was like half a dozen pictures that went along with the last podcast, but I never actually put them up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like there was the poker face picture where there's the lady wearing a burqa and the sunglasses, and there was a picture of a castle. There's a picture of me with my nail polish on.
I don't remember any of these, except the nail polish one, I remember looking at that one.
There was a picture that said the tides have turned. So there's that.
Yes.
Oh, tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
Okay, yeah, this is good because I wanted the one thing I wanted for this podcast was I wanted it to be us ringing in the new year. I wanted just to think back about TimeSplitters Portal Past and TimeSplitters Portal Future.
Oh, okay, that's a good...
Well,
Future
think-
Perfect, that is. Get it? Because there's a video game called
Future
Perfect.
Perfection.
I think TimeSplitters Portal will continue to
Big-
whittle away.
Wait, quick,
as
somebody make a pun.
More people leave.
No.
Ice to meet you.
That was pretty
Unless
cool.
TimeSplitters Rewind comes out, which won't
TimeSplitters
happen.
Rewind comes out and to mass indifference.
Yeah,
TimeSplitters
because
Rewind
TimeSplitters Rewind
comes
is
out.
actually going to come out.
Yeah, that's what I said if it actually comes out.
Yeah.
They said they're going to have a demo ready in December, and that didn't happen, obviously. Which I knew it wouldn't.
I think they were hoping more people would sign on to help out.
One thing
Yeah.
that I'm amazed has actually happened is 4chan's made a Pokemon game.
What they did?
Yeah. Well, it's not done yet, but they've got the demo out.
What's it like? How is it different? How is it 4channy? I know they made that Civilization game that was actually pretty cool.
No, it's not
But,
4channy. They just made a good game. Like, it's not full of in-jokes and
Oh.
shit. Like, it's a proper attempt at a game, just like Katawa Shoujo was a proper attempt at something done by 4chan.
So the people on VP. Why is the board called VP? First of all,
Video game Pokemon. Like, it's a spin-off from V, video game.
you're shitting me. This whole oh my.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, it's just
Was it really that simple?
Yeah, video games, bracket, Pokemon. Close bracket.
Shit. This whole time I was like, where does the V? Oh, I thought it was like Venusaur.
Vaporeon.
Shit. Yeah, Venusaur Portion. Yeah.
Just VP, Vaporeon.
Portion for vice president. Get Portion on the line.
Vaporeon.
Vaporeon.
Yes.
Wait, Porygon is the Pokemon
No.
from...
Vaporeon.
You don't know Vaporeon?
Who is Vaporeon?
It's
The
an
water
evolution. Yeah.
The water
I
Pokemon.
don't play Pokemon. I've never played Pokemon.
You know
You don't-
Porygon, but not Vaporeon.
Well, Porygon was in Super Smash Bros. Melee.
So was Vaporeon, I think. Eevee was.
Thank you for that. Oh, Vaporeon. Yeah, I know this
There
one.
you go.
Yeah.
You could have just said the blue chick. Or the blue cat.
You are single?
Hmm?
Huh?
I am, yes.
That's disappointing.
It's a VP joke.
Oh,
You
okay.
wouldn't get it. No one would get it. No one will ever know my jokes because
I'm
they're
gonna go
so
find it.
4chan humor.
Drifting, you sound like a person who makes a fair amount of coffee. When you make a latte, how much milk do you put in?
None. I drink my coffee black.
Is this
I
the food
drink my
special of the podcast?
I do drink my coffee black usually, but today I decided I'm going to make a latte. So I made I made some espresso, and then I heated up about a cup of milk, and I think it was a little bit too sweet.
Yeah. No, I need coffee bitter in the morning, otherwise I can't wake up.
Yeah,
Coffee's gross.
Like really bitter.
yeah, the
You know,
more bitter you can get it, the
I
better.
never used to like bitter things until I started drinking beer. Now I love it.
I can't stand the way beer tastes.
Well, you haven't had good beer then.
I guess not.
If
I
you're
had
drinking like Bud Light, then yeah, you're gonna hate beer. It's horrible beer.
maybe that's the secret. I had a bottle of have you ever had like Angry Orchard? I think it was called.
That's hard cider. I've had it once.
I had that once when I was playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, and that was kind of all right.
It's not really beer though.
It
It's
isn't
got,
beer.
Like, it's like 4% alcohol, I think. Not very much.
It came in a bottle.
Well, it comes in a bottle, but it's not really beer.
I have a bottle, like an empty bottle next to me of Shiner.
I decided I'm not going to drink till New Year's because I got way too drunk on Christmas Eve. I drank a bunch of rum and coke, and I blacked out about 8 o'clock in the morning, woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning in my parents' house on the couch, so...
That sounds
right.
like a
That was
truly
well.
inspiring experience that should make all
It
of us
was.
change our lives.
Exactly.
Don't drink, kids.
Don't drink.
Yeah.
I smoked weed
Don't-
once, now I'm an alcoholic and dead.
What does that make Kazemi then?
I smoked weed and now I'm pregnant. Causation is undeniable.
Inject 3 marijuanas directly into my arm.
When I was like 11, I totally thought you injected marijuana.
Really?
Yeah. I was worried that I would be like out somewhere at night and then someone would turn the corner and just like jab it into my arm and be like, ah, I've been marijuana'd.
I know
What's gonna
someone who
waste
used
that
to be
on
in my
you?
class that used to sell people bags of herbs, passing it off as marijuana.
Like cilantro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mostly
Wait, yourself do
mostly
that.
oregano.
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 Stop being so American. God,
Fucking Yanks.
you fucking Yanks.
You
dude.
just got done saying how much you love American accents.
I don't think he recorded that.
No, we don't have that as evidence anymore.
Speaking of evidence, let's talk about Mafia.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Okay.
Don't get me started on Mafia.
You guys are all in the mafia except for Brandon, who wasn't.
Perfect timing.
That was good. That was good
Wait,
stuff.
am I in the mafia?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Because isn't the host canonically always dead? And
I'm
therefore,
implicating you.
No, you.
A zombie?
You were in the Mafia.
Yeah, you were the head mafioso.
Yeah.
This is news
well,
to me.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think anything we say is kind of invalid because it's so subject to change. By the time people listen to this, the game will be totally different.
True.
By the
For example,
time
Josh
people
will be
listen
dead
to
and
this,
everyone
the
will know he's
game
the
will
Mafia.
probably be over, seeing as, at this stage, it should be over after 4 more people die.
Well, don't worry. We're gonna get Chris out, and then there's only 2 mafioso left, and I think it's Silver J and that other person.
Silver J. I never thought about Silver
That
J.
other person who's
Silver J.
Yeah. Silver J is one of those people that only shows up for Mafia games.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
He
like
posts a lot.
Bob the Joe Bob. Like, there isn't really much reason to post other than to play Mafia.
Yep.
He used to post a lot on the Rec Room and on the Elder Hallows, but
It's pretty much
kinda
half
stopped.
the site posts on Mafia, half of them post on Survivors, and then half and half from each post in completely off-topic socialization thread.
And
And that makes up
cheese
the
and,
entire
like,
of the site.
sausage
Just
insult each other in the chat box.
Yep.
an infected sausage just randomly bumps 4-year-old threads in
Which-
an attempt to spark
Which
discussion.
I had to
that's
give
been
him
done
a
to death.
warning for yesterday.
Is that what you were referencing in that image?
Which image?
There was that Christmas image, and it said, "Don't mind me, I'm just pumping a 4-year-old thread" or something like that.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah. That Christmas image was like, I don't know, it was either last year or 2 years ago, but it's really outdated.
I like that both of my characters are in it. I like that the Super Cat's on there. I like that
Yeah.
the whale I drew's in there.
Yeah, it's so outdated that it only has 1 TSP Cup winner. Now there's been 4.
Make a new one.
No.
We need
It
it.
takes effort.
Yeah.
Far too much work.
Yeah.
I don't see how you guys can possibly think I'm in the Mafia after that image I sent you.
Or he suddenly changed the subject.
It was very compelling.
It was.
That was my confession.
Can we?
Speaking of confessions, go on, Josh.
I was gonna say, can we link to that picture, or will we get in trouble?
I don't know. I think that might be a little bit a violation of forum rules.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like Jolteon cares.
Just.
I think if drifting posted, then it's automatically okay.
I'll have to give myself a warning, but it's all good. I've only had to give one warning in like the past 6 months because nobody does anything anymore.
Even if they do, it doesn't.
kinda
It
sad.
doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't.
Did you ever hear about the time when I got warned for abusing the report system?
Yes, I do. I remember that perfectly.
Yeah, because I reported someone for spelling "nevermind" without the space, and
Chris reports everyone for everything. Like anytime there's like anybody says LOL, it's like report.
I remember.
Like he reports for like grammatical errors all the time.
Is Chris the
I
one
used
that
to look at
reported INH for just being a dick in Mafia?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wondered when someone said they'd got a complaint about him just being an ass.
What?
Yeah.
What did you do?
He was instead of
see.
saying if he'll play or not, he just kept
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
"Can I be Santa?"
Oh, enter name here. Yeah. Yeah, somebody did report him for that, or her, I guess.
That was me.
Yes.
Her. It's definitely a grill.
It's a guy.
hmm
I can tell it's a
grill.
guy.
No,
It's a grill.
because one time there was this thread. It was like post your hairstyle. Insert name here posted a hairstyle and said this is kind of what my hair looks like, and it was a girl's picture.
So,
And then she immediately deleted the post like 10 minutes later. But-
And okay, and there's no evidence of this because the site no longer exists. But on Split once, I think someone was asking for girl advice, and then she said something like, "You should make the first move. I like it when guys do it," or something like that. And
actually,
yeah, that's.
I have a copy of the site, and so does Arthur.
But do you have all the chat logs?
Maybe INH is just gay. Like
I don't think
that's what I
so.
said.
the
you know?
only thing is, like,
If
he's
you-
so into cars that it's kind of hard to tell if he's a girl or if he's gay.
That's sad. I think.
I'm pretty sure she's a girl.
I'm
pretty sure.
pretty sure it's a guy.
You just it's impossible. It's impossible.
Speaking of sexual orientations in cars, did you see that video of the guy who was in a relationship with his car?
No?
No.
That was a Queen song, Chris.
There was a video. It was on Cringe Channel, which no longer exists because it was taken down. But like it started out, and he was like making out with his car, and then it was a very uncomfortable video.
That sounds beautiful. A true love story.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go to Google and type in "man fucks car."
That'll go
I'm
well.
sure you'll get very good results from that.
I can totally see that being a good idea.
Alright, I'm on. Yeah, I found it actually. It's on. Okay. Excuse the link, but I found the video.
What's the link?
I'm gonna post it in the chat.
What's the link? PerezHilton.com.
Of course, it's Perez Hilton.
Of course, it would be Perez Hilton.
That's not where I saw. It was on Cringe Channel, which no longer exists.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it's an episode of My Strange Addiction. Of course.
yeah, and he talks about his love of his car.
Yes, he has sex with his car.
How? I don't get it. How would you do that?
What? Well,
Well,
once this podcast is over, Josh, I entreat you to watch the video and find out for yourself.
Where does a car have
I
holes,
guess the
Josh?
exhaust pipe.
No, that sounds really painful. Oh,
Now,
dude,
see,
oh,
watching
God
this just
damn it.
reminds me of that one video where a guy over Skype tells his dad that he's a brony and likes getting off to cartoon horses.
Oh yeah, I watched that. It was
My
hilarious.
dad was just sitting there like, you get off to female horses cartoons?
This is gonna
Are
be
you
the
gay,
greatest
son?
family dinner ever.
And
Alright, well,
when we got this new forum software, all the old moderator logs were deleted. I was gonna read some of the funny ones, but they're all gone.
that's... I think Insert Name here has a backup of the site. I wonder if she has them.
I do see your warning for unconstructive posting, though, Chris.
I think that's... I typed that the most. Unconstructive,
Yeah.
unconstructive.
Unconstructive posting. +2.
Did Jolteon tell you that they were gonna
No, it just kind of happened. He didn't tell
Can
us.
someone
no.
explain to me what the whole issue with Split was?
It was originally made for Josh's machinima, wasn't
Yeah.
it? But
Yeah.
it never happened.
No, it didn't.
And then it ended up being a place where TSP members would go because they were mad at
Or
Jolteon.
because
and then
it
Dirk-
was down.
And then Dark Sniper 14 and myself went over there and ruined the whole thing.
Didn't ruin it.
But, like, what actually caused everything to go horribly wrong?
Well, I think... Undead Priest sent out, like, a mass PM where he said, like, yeah, fuck Jolteon, get on this site, and then...
Yeah,
Then he got banned or something.
he got banned temporarily.
Oh, I thought you were
for,
talking
like,
about
a
why
week or
Split went
something.
down. There's no reason, really.
Oh no, I thought Split went down because Infected Sausage and Undead Priest like started spamming it, and Archer just got
No.
fed up with it.
No, well...
That's
it went
because
down
Arta,
first time
like,
because of
doesn't
that.
like anybody who isn't normal.
I think,
That was a
Archer,
bad
like,
way to
instantly
put it.
banned me when I made an account.
No, he didn't.
Didn't he?
No,
What?
I would have unbanned you.
Oh, yeah, I remember I got a PM from you. It says, like, let me see if I can find it.
I'm just
I
gonna go
only-
over there and masquerade as Billy Mays, then
You
insert
did,
name
you
here,
did.
insert name here, insert name, no, but insert name here, like my first post, she posted like high drifting, I'm like, crap,
Fucking...
'cause I didn't want anybody to know it was me.
That was probably the best post on either of the
It-
sites, though.
What
It
is?
was, I really wish that I had saved it. I didn't
I
save
still
it.
have a copy of the site. The one where he says, like, hi there, Billy Mays here for, like, TimeSplitters 4 or something.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm reading a post from, this is a PM from Josh at 7.
No.
Sent on...
No, it's not.
Sent on
Joshua.
Josh 7. Sent on July 26, 2011. I don't think I was at a computer. I think I was actually in the mountains on that day. It said, "Hello. I'd like to apologize for Archer's banning of you. You did nothing to deserve it and should not have had any punishment. Also, that like ticks in my mouth thing he did was inappropriate and pointless." I also have a lot of PMs here that the MW whatever.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
guy.
what was his-
Anthrax.
What was his?
The guy who tried to make us all go to a Rareware forum because TimeSplitters is dead. Apparently, Rareware isn't.
We should all start a forum for My Little Pony.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Kid, are you
Let's
fucking
call it
kidding me? You
My
can't
Little
stand up for
Portal.
yourself, so you cry like a little bitch to Xyloquin?
What?
Who's- I'm
My
reading
Little
this
Portal.
PM that he sent me.
Forums are magic.
I'm reading this PM that MW sent me. Kid, are you
Okay.
fucking kidding me? You can't stick up for yourself, so you cry like a little bitch to Xyloquin? Here's some fucking advice for you. If you don't want to be called, skip some. Don't go. Whatever. He just called me a lot of mean names, and I did not appreciate it.
He was
Did
also
you cry?
banned.
Yeah.
He was banned. He made at least.
He
5
was
different
banned for being a
accounts.
massive
Yeah.
prick.
Pretty much.
He was.
It was just though. Like,
What? What was just?
What, him bitching out Chris?
his banning was just.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, it was.
What?
I don't know about the whole deleting every post thing. That I don't
Yeah,
know.
I didn't.
Yeah, that does kind of leave some conversations a little bit screwed up.
Yeah.
I remember we looked for an excuse to ban Chris Rabo, and then we finally found out he had like 3 accounts. That was the excuse we needed. Because he just kept like coming in and he'd say stuff about like or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't say that word. Engers.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butters. He would say things about peanut butters, and so we'd ban him for a while, and we're tired of him, so, yeah.
Well, that marks the first time that the N-word has been dropped on this podcast.
I will censor it out. I will insert, like, some tone there. You know what tone is.
Are you
like, a
going to
very
treat
loud
this
beep
like
sound.
Chris Benoit and just erase it from history, regardless of the impact it had?
Yes.
Just, it didn't happen. You can't
Exactly.
prove it happened, so it didn't happen. Shut the fuck up. You can't prove anything.
PM from Chris on April 6, 2012. Is Daydream Nation plagued by this thing you describe? Is double nickels on the dime? Is bitches brew?
Double nickels on
Double
the
album
dime.
syndrome.
That album.
Yeah, you were talking about like a double
Double album syndrome,
syndrome.
is when an artist releases a double album, but they don't have enough good material, so they fill up the rest of it with crap.
What about Exile on Main Street?
Like, I'm not a big fan of Exile on Main Street. I think a lot of it was kind of eh.
I think Shine a Light's pretty great, especially if you're drunk.
Half the songs in there are good, but like
So
think half of
who
it
got
could've just
Left
been
4 Dead
gone.
2 for free from Steam?
I did.
I've had it for like 2 years, and I played it a few times, and I got kicked every time because the
You
community's
sucked.
horrible. It's
Oh.
like, yeah, I did suck, but like I didn't know how to play the game, and like I'd die, and they just immediately kick you.
Damn it, no. Go away, cat.
Who got
So the
Fallout
lesson
and
here,
Fallout
the
2?
lesson here is don't suck at games, you get kicked.
Damn it.
The end.
Well, we should all play together one time.
That's
Yeah.
why I never play with other people, because I'm horrible at all games.
Yes.
God damn it, my cat's sitting on the printer.
Although
Damn,
I do like the game mode in Left 4 Dead 2 where everybody's a tank. It's like it's a versus mode. 8 people are tanks, and you just like run around. It's so stupid.
Who picked up Fallout and Fallout 2 and Fallout Tactics when they were free?
Oh,
I did.
I did not.
I did too.
I did not know they
all
were
the
free.
all the games I have on GOG are games that I got for free because GOG I can't use my credit card on there because they route money through Cyprus, and every time I try to pay for gaming through GOG, it gets my
God
credit
damn
card
it, the
gets
cat's
frozen.
headbutting the monitor.
Is there any way you can talk to the company and...
I've tried. They say they won't let me pay, so the only way I could do it is through PayPal, which I'm too lazy.
More like lame,
Yeah.
pal.
Yeah.
I put my album on Bandcamp, and I received $1 in PayPal, but to receive the $1 would require me to make a PayPal premium account, which I don't want to do. So there's just this $1 floating in space with my name on it that I'll never be able to claim.
That's sad.
Rest in
I
peace,
could've
dollar.
bought you
Yeah, I'm gonna need that back.
a
Damn it,
$1.
go away, cat.
A very gross $1 meal at
Go
McDonald's.
away.
You buy the McDouble, and you buy the McChicken, and you put the McChicken inside of the McDouble.
I don't know what either of those are. Probably because, we're not fat
You
in this
don't-
country.
You don't eat food that's shit.
So what you do, okay, if you ever went to
I
a
know about the
McDonald's...
McPotato.
No, would you like to hear the best McDonald's story ever? I will
What?
tell you the best McDonald's story ever.
No, I want to
would-
find out what the McPotato
No.
is.
Okay, do that first, and I have to tell you my
Okay, the McPotato... the McPotato doesn't exist yet,
Oh.
Oh, okay.
but we can make it exist. Let's say
We have the technology.
it's a Big Mac with the patty replaced with a hash brown. Why the fuck not?
Exactly. Now all you have to do is market that to McDonald's and see if they take it.
The McPotato Breakfast Burger. Yay, I'm a millionaire.
Exactly.
Why stop there? Replace the lettuce with potato cut into
Replace-
potato
replace-
leaves.
And replace the
drinks
buns
potato
with 2
shakes.
potatoes. No, get
This is
potato
like
waffles.
potatoes.
And just
replace
replace the buns with potato waffles.
replace the server with a potato. The restaurant is a potato. You are a potato.
You just go up to the counter and there's just potatoes laying behind the cash register.
What if there's a potato inside the potato?
Oh my god.
Oh God.
The double potato.
Potatoception.
All right, can I go back to a transition I was trying to make like 20 minutes ago?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's not talk
All right, I was talking about
potatoes.
my Mayfia confession, and I was saying, speaking of confessions, I finished Breaking Bad. Who else has finished Breaking Bad?
No.
I've never watched Breaking Bad.
All right, then I'm not
Still-
going to talk about Breaking Bad. I just, it was really cool. I like the way it ended.
Woo. Good to know.
You should
Did it end-
watch it if you like things that are good.
Did it end like The Sopranos, where it cut off in mid-sentence?
No, it did not. I thought the ending was actually really well done. It was really nice.
Did it end like Lost, where you're just like really upset?
I haven't seen the end of Lost.
Oh, okay.
Break it down for me.
Basically,
Break it down for me.
everyone dies. No one survives.
But they almost don't die, sort of. They're like,
I saw a video that was the idea of Lost that the whole thing was like a dog's dream or something.
no.
Pretty much.
Okay.
No. Supposedly.
What happens in
Look,
the end
let's-
is like they go to another.
What happens in the
dimension.
end is absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, we should probably have a spoiler warning,
Oh, yeah.
just in case.
Okay, spoiler warning for anybody who somehow hasn't seen Lost yet. Everyone dies, it's a fucking shit ending. It's a waste
No,
of
they-
everyone's
when-
time.
When they die, they go to another dimension, and then once everyone on the who crashed
Are you
on the island
fucking
had died, went to this church, and then they all were like greeting each other, and they're like, "Oh my God, I remember you, even though I only knew you in an alternate dimension." And then they walk through a giant church door.
And then it's just like, I knew you for 20 minutes before you somehow died from magical black smoke.
Yeah,
God, I miss you. We were such good friends.
exactly.
Oh, jeez.
Well, now I know never to watch Lost.
Yeah, really, like it's good,
Yeah.
and then
The
the
thing
third
that
season-
amazes me most about Lost is how on the entire time they managed to keep a dog alive somehow.
Yeah.
Like, did they just feed the dog cereal or something?
Well, they had a lot of provision.
They had a lot of cereal, and they fed the dog cereal every day.
Milk and cereal, milk and cereal.
I don't know if are animals supposed to eat cereal? Because sometimes my cat tries to eat my cereal, and I don't think you're supposed to let her.
Obviously they
That's
can, because the dog in Lost was surviving on cereal.
Exactly. He lived for like
We're talk-
a bunch of years, and then they.
Like,
went back
yeah,
in
they like,
time.
don't they spend like altogether like 2 or 3 years on the island? Something?
Yeah, and they all.
And
well,
they keep the
maybe more.
aside from the
because
fact
they
that the
time
dog
travel.
was like, first of all, how did the dog even survive the plane crash? That's
Yep. There you go.
The dog had the seat in the upright position.
it had its tray table up.
And my seat back in the full upright position.
But like the dog, you'd think being a dog it would have died of shock or something. And not be the fact that the dog was the last surviving thing from the plane on the island,
Yeah.
like I don't know if it would maybe the entire show was just a twisted way of saying over the course of 8 seasons that dogs are more important than people.
Vincent is the smoke monster.
This message brought to you by PETA.
What if the dog was the smoke monster?
That's what my sister said at the second episode. She's like, Vincent is the smoke monster. I figured it out. And then he never died.
Maybe the polar bear was actually the dog.
The polar bear at the very beginning. That does nothing.
This show sounds profoundly stupid.
Maybe the writers just made it up as they went along.
What if the entire thing and the guy's lottery numbers that need to kept being put on the island over and over to stop it from blowing up or something?
Mm-hmm.
What if they were the dog?
What if everyone is a dog except for the dog, which is like a person, but then like...
Hey guys, do you know what dog spelled backwards is?
God. Oh my God.
Yeah. Think about that. Think about that.
It's all
Maybe
coming
the entire
together.
point was that actually everything was the dog, except the dog was not the dog,
Oh my
but
God.
was in fact the dog.
We figured out the secrets of the universe.
It all makes sense.
Jesus, you swear this
Everything
podcast was
is
made
dog.
At like 4 in the morning.
We just got very profound.
I think
Yeah.
they were probably just doped up on weed when they made Lost.
Smoke weed every day.
Like maybe they were just there like, whoa, look at this smoke.
It's like a
Oh.
dog, but it's a monster, yeah.
Wow. And maybe they saw a polar bear or something. And that's
Whoa, man! They went to the zoo and like, oh, this.
and of course they somehow got a black horse on the island as well, and a hog.
like the horse from Mulan.
And of course we can't forget the fact the island can teleport, which it did multiple times. And
I never want to watch Lost.
even though they couldn't
I
get
didn't
signals
really want to watch
anywhere,
before, but now I
they
actually
could
don't wanna watch
actually
it.
get signals. And how the entire thing was just full of dozens and dozens of loopholes and
Mm-hmm.
stuff they never came back to. And
Like that time
looking back
when
on it, Lost
Desmond
was
time
absolute
traveled
shit.
and did nothing.
Wait, Desmond from not Animal.
What if
fucking
Desmond-
Assassin's Creed?
No,
What if Desmond
He was the
It
Scottish
was Desmond
guy.
Tutu.
They did like this entire arc, like story arc of him, and he like time travels, but nothing comes of it. He just stops time traveling, and that's how they resolve the conflict.
What if Locke? Okay, what if Locke
Yeah.
John Locke.
was the dog?
John Locke, the English philosopher.
Yes.
No, John Locke, the guy in Lost.
Oh,
No.
okay.
He was bald and had and was in a wheelchair, but of course a plane
Yeah, I
crash.
remember him.
In Lost, of course, everybody gets hurt by a plane crash. No, the exact opposite. He got healed by a plane crash.
Yep.
He was in a wheelchair, and the plane crash made him able to walk again.
Oh my god!
And it was
I'm
just.
gonna die.
And of course, they all got off the island, and he was somehow back in a wheelchair. And then he tried to kill himself, but he was in a wheelchair, so someone strangled him and hung the body.
More like a heel chair.
Oh.
More like a dog chair because he was the dog.
Oh.
And the dog was also God.
I don't know how to follow that. That's.
I don't either.
Thanks.
That was perfect.
So, in the
I
end,
should probably say something.
everyone
let's talk about.
dies. What a wonderful show.
And I think.
I wonder how many people actually listen to these.
Like.
Uh,
4.
And don't
I
forget,
actually like a lot of people like. My friend Nick was on the other podcast, and he sent it to all his friends. Like I was talking to someone,
Oh,
and
he
he
didn't
totally
send
knew
me
me. He's
it.
like, "Hey, you're from the podcast."
does
No
Nick not
podcast.
like me? I want to be Nick's friend.
Would you call me?
You said.
I'm
Nick
sad
not like
because
me?
Nick isn't my friend. I want to be Nick's friend. Why doesn't Nick send me podcasts?
Yeah, I didn't get a podcast from Nick. What the hell?
You were on the
Yeah,
podcast.
but he didn't send it to me.
Wow, what an asshole.
Fuck Nick.
I
I don't
know.
need him to be my friend.
Yeah, who the fuck needs Nick?
I
Fuck
don't
Nick.
need Nick. I don't need no Nick.
Nick is
I'm-
not getting a potato for Christmas next year.
Getting a lump of blackened potato.
A lump
He's
of
getting
Nick.
a lump of potato skins.
Yes.
I love potato skins. We bought potato skins to have on New Year's. Because, potato.
Oh god.
Now that I think about it, I think I've probably had potato I probably have potato like 5, maybe 6 times a week. God damn.
Yeah, you
Everything
really
is
are Irish.
potato. Everything is potato. It's not even a stereotype. Everybody just eats potato here. Apparently, my brother's telling me to picture potatoes eating human skins.
Oh God.
Can you find some pornographic pictures depicting that?
Now
you
that I
see
think about
the-
it, that's actually completely horrifying.
Yeah.
There was a picture I saw a couple weeks ago that had these like trees gathered around a human for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
The trees
like,
were
let's-
gathered around a human.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they put
Everyone,
up
it's-
their Christmas.
No, the
human.
presents were gathered around a human, and they were unwrapping their trees.
All right, I'm gonna pull up a news article and we're gonna discuss it.
We're going to
Alright.
pull up a news article about
Yep.
Christmas trees.
No, I'm just gonna go to motherjones.com.
Mother truck.
I'm going to go to The Onion and find out what news stories we can talk about.
Mother Jones is a horrible.
So,
comment
guys,
section.
did you hear
I'm gonna
about
look at
how
it.
the star athlete of the city's professional sports team was arrested in the late hours of yesterday evening?
No, why?
I can't believe the
No.
athlete, the professional in that sport, would do something to that city like that.
Did you hear about Alabama?
What about Alabama?
Well, a lot of things happened in Alabama. There was this whole war where they fought. Anyway, but it says here there's an outrage, but we're not going to touch that because that's a little too heavy for our podcast. You know,
Is
this is
about a Confederate flag.
Let's
No,
talk
it's
about
about
this
this guy,
fantastic news article. Relatives gather from all across the country to stare into various screens together, whether that be a television, a tablet, or a DS. People have spent their Christmas holidays collectively looking at screens in happiness.
there was a man who assaulted a young woman, but he's not going to do time. But we're not going to touch that because that's a little too heavy for
Well, no,
our
we wouldn't want to
humble
touch her a
podcast.
second time.
Cheese, play the sound again. Cheese, god damn it.
What?
Play the sound again.
Hang on.
There we go.
I hope that's
Nice.
recording.
That was terrible.
Oh, Jesus. My kick is just retarded.
That was truly a terrible joke.
Oh Jesus.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese. Tell us about Rock Band. Tell us about your Rock Band.
I played it.
Are the Pixies? Are they in a Rock Band?
I don't. I haven't checked.
Do you have the Green Day Rock
No.
Band? What? Why don't you have the Green Day
It's
Rock
too
Band?
green.
I muted my microphone.
Yeah, burn green thing.
God damn it! This podcast has hit a
New
wall.
season is about to
Let me
start.
fix that for you.
Hot-
11.
Guys, something terrible.
I fixed it.
What?
After 63 years of road tripping, the Volkswagen bus will
No, I'm
not be
talking about
made
stupid
anymore.
bus something
What?
else. This
Why?
is completely
Yes.
We need
unrelated.
to go have a run on.
Discontinuing the Volkswagen bus.
We need to go have
Well,
a
you
run on
can play
Volkswagen
online,
buses
but I'm
before
not
they all
playing
go away.
online.
I know. We need to do a cross-country road trip and make an indie film about
Oh,
it.
let's record a continual podcast starting in Chicago and go all the way down to Texas and pick up Chris and pick up every member along the way.
And then we'll fly across the ocean and get future
We'll
perfection
drive across
in our
the
magic
ocean.
in
We'll
our
put
magical
wings on our bus.
Volkswagen van.
We'll get Miss Frizzle and she'll turn our bus into a
Eventually.
rocket.
Exactly.
No.
I remember that show still.
I was watching it pretty recently, like last week.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
It's all on YouTube, and I watched the one. There's a weird. Oh God, let me talk about scientific errors in the Magic School Bus. There's one part where this girl is trying to show her independence because she's on Pluto for some reason, and she says, "Watch this, guys," and then she fucking takes off her helmet. on the surface of Pluto.
And then her head.
And then she
explodes
realized
because
she
of the
was sitting on a
decompression.
dog.
And the dog was God.
And the dog was Pluto.
Oh, you asshole! You fuck up! Fuck you!
Isn't it kind of strange though how Goofy is a sentient dog that can talk, and Pluto is?
I'm just gonna
Just
sit here
dog.
and make bad puns all night.
Isn't it kind of strange how like Goofy has children?
Is Goofy retarded? Like,
He has a divorced wife.
I'm pretty sure he has Downs or something. I don't know.
And he also owns a slave, apparently.
Really?
What? Who?
Pluto is his slave, right?
I guess they are both dogs.
Pluto's Goofy's slave.
Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot of sense now.
But that wouldn't mean that Pluto couldn't talk.
He's a really dumb slave.
Oh.
Even dumber than Goofy.
Drifting, can you tell Josh all about Brave New World?
What? Oh yeah.
Brave
you
New
told me-
World
You told me something about
is
like
a-
kids have sex in it.
It's a dystopian novel, and bad things happen.
No fucking shit.
Exactly.
Bad things happen.
Yeah, I was talking about how when we were assigned the book in the couple years ago, like it really frustrated me because like there were a lot of girls in my year and like all they seemed to get out of it was like, it's so creepy because it depicts these children having sex. Like it really frustrated me that was all they got out of this book. You know what I'm saying? Ugh.
Was it a good book?
I thought it was all right. Oh God, I'm just.
Chris, did you ever finish Don Quixote?
I've fucking read like 50 pages of it. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm so ashamed.
I finished it like a month ago. It's a pretty good book if you ever.
you guys are
Actually,
all
I'll finish
really
it.
lame.
We are.
Oh.
Hey, who saw Desolation of Smog?
I
Yeah.
did.
You know, we could liven up this podcast by inviting Echo Sound Test Service.
Yes. Let's
Oh.
I'm
let's all add our own Echo service once.
I'm trying to find it.
all right. Let's add Carlos Fuentes. We won't be able to hear him because he's not going to be recording himself. But let's just add him.
And Echo. Oh, Echo is
Oh,
here.
it didn't
Oh,
work.
Hey, Echo, say hello.
It didn't work.
Screw you,
pick the
Echo.
phone.
Apparently, I don't even have an Echo sound device on my
No,
Skype.
it doesn't show up to add to call.
No one is on.
Carlos is ignoring us.
Or
Maybe
He has better
not
things to do.
online.
Maybe you can't
one
add
is
Echo
on.
to the call because, ironically,
That would be really
you don't want to
dumb.
be able to hear your own echo.
Fair enough. I can add
No one is on.
Aiden.
Yeah.
Aiden is on.
I'm
Darth
on.
Aiden.
Well, let's not add him because he wouldn't be recording himself.
Shark. Oh, what was his name?
Shark Piston.
No.
That's a fantastic name.
Shark Gun.
What?
Shark Gun.
Shark Piston sounds fantastic. We should.
Shark
That's
section.
Shark Piston sounds like some sort of independent rock band.
Wait, is Carlos in the call?
No.
You should pretty convincingly pretend, just
Oh,
like, hey,
yeah.
did you go and see that Shark Pistons concert last night?
Yeah.
It was radical. It was cooleroni.
Josh, no, we're not. We're not going to make him record himself. It's too late for that. We're already like 57 minutes into the podcast.
No, we're like an hour and 12 in.
We can't be because
I have 56 and a half minutes.
Oh, okay.
I have 56 and a third.
I'm really scared that Carlos is going to say something funny and we won't be able to record it.
Just silence. Ha 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 ha
Here,
ha.
we can just
Ha,
say
ha.
anytime nobody says something, it was Carlos talking.
It's been Carlos all along. That's why we have nothing to say.
We can just have Carlos make loads of bad jokes and like, Carlos, just like in that TV show that one
Yeah,
time.
like There's the only other person from TimeSplitters Portal online. Oh, Infected Sausage is online. And
Why don't we can invite him, and then Josh can ask him why he made him have such a terrible accent. Because I know we all want to know the answer to that.
He said that my fanfiction podcast was quote unquote disgusting.
No.
So I reported him.
He explained to me why he had the really bad accent.
I don't know about you, but I think any fanfiction podcast would be better if I was there.
Yeah, we wanted you to be on,
I
but you
agree.
couldn't, and we said we were going to record it without
Yeah,
you.
that's why Nick was there. He was a replacement.
Well, Nick didn't send me any podcasts, so fuck Nick.
I know. I thought Nick. and I
How
could
could he?
record.
I trusted Nick. I
Let's ask
trusted Nick.
Carlos if he knows any Def Leppard songs. Carlos, do you know any Def Leppard songs?
Why would he know Def Leppard songs? It's not like they'd be able to hear themselves.
Carlos, we can hear you typing.
You're typing very loudly.
By the way, that's why Infected Sausage gave me he calls it the weh accent, or weh voice.
Why is there another one-word sentence game? I feel like this is going to end in spam.
It is.
It always
Remember
does.
the fucking counting thread?
Spam.
Do you remember the counting thread?
No.
I do remember the counting thread.
Was
Yes.
it good?
We
And
should
then
have
they
more
got-
threads that just
That was-
involve randomly posting absolutely nothing of any value whatsoever.
That was one of the few threads that actually got locked because it had no substance to it whatsoever.
And then Justin got all pissy, like, oh.
Like,
It's like,
They
yeah,
can take
I
our
believe
they can take
I believe
our
the word
lives,
was fascist.
but they can
We
never
were called
take
fascists.
our desire to
For liking
count.
Make a
Oh.
fucking post that just says 2. Oh, god damn it. That
Well,
fucking...
Brandon counts in the chat box all the time, so I mean,
Yeah, but it's the
That's-
chat box. It's not an actual... There's a big difference between the chat box and a thread on the
also,
site.
the show
Hey,
box is
hey.
garbage.
Shut the fuck up.
It's bad.
Speaking of the chat box, do you guys like Animorphs?
No.
Now I'm kind of wondering what that has to do
Yeah.
with
Yeah!
I was talking to
Wait a
the
minute.
Gretel McMonkey, and
Wait a minute. I found something completely related to this. Something completely related to this conversation.
who's playing that music?
Who's playing glorious guitar music? Carlos.
Ha. Ha 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 ha. Good one.
So guys, did you play any video games?
I don't
this
know what a
year?
video game
What was
is.
your favorite video game of 2013?
I am playing Football Manager as we speak.
I'm black.
Is that your
Saints
fa-
Row 4.
Saints Row 4, you said?
Yes.
I know you posted some pictures of that. Give me your thoughts. Give me your takeaway from the Saints Row the 4.
As a Saints Row game, it makes no sense. As a video game in general, it's pretty good.
How does it compare to the third?
Brandon is
I haven't played
I
third.
can't tell if
I don't-
Brandon is posting a sexy fan fiction or a violent fan fiction.
I think it's
both.
pretty sure it's both. Yeah.
Actually, I think it's just a violent one.
I'll link you to it.
All fan fiction seems to be either terrible, violent, or sexy.
Superman 64 is the best game of all time.
Yeah.
And Superman 64 takes it away. TimeSplitters Portal is official game of 2013.
Yeah, I think.
No, the game. Okay, no, the official game of 2014
they're-
is
we
2013. No, we're naming the game of 2014 before 2014 has even happened.
Is it Ride to Hell Retribution?
The game
It's-
of no. Okay, first of all, the game of 2013. I think we can all agree on is Farming Simulator. But
Yeah.
Farming Simulator.
Yes.
Let's have a round of applause for Farming
Yes.
Simulator.
Yes. I prefer woodcutting simulator myself.
That's because you're trash.
but I think we can all agree that the game of 2014 is going to be I think the game of 2014 will probably be Smurfs Gone Wild.
Is that like a Smurfs porn game?
No,
Smurfs
no.
Gone Wild.
Well, then I don't want to play it. I only want to play Smurfs porn game.
I'm sure you would Smurf the fuck out of them, but that's irrelevant.
It's like a visual novel, but all the characters are Smurfs, like anime Smurfs.
But back up, Smurfkin.
Kata was Smurf
Smurf
Joe.
Society only has one female, so I'm not really sure how that would work for me as a straight man. But
Actually,
Well, you play as the female.
yeah.
Smurfette is on.
Oh, okay.
Smurfette is actually a regular Smurf, but was turned into a Smurfette by the evil wizard guy. That was for some reason.
We should all play Hatterful Boyfriend. That's the best visual novel.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
For those who don't know, it's
It's
the
a
wonderful
pigeon.
world where you, simply put, you are a pigeon and you date other pigeons.
No, you're a human in a pigeon world, aren't you?
You're a human in a pigeon's body and you go to St. Pigeon Nation High
Yeah.
School and
Oh,
you
kill
date
me.
other high school pigeons, or alternatively, date the high school pigeon doctor who eventually, spoiler alert, kills you
Oh,
by decapitating you and eating you.
I'm in for that. Let's go for that one. We should all play together and go down.
We
that
should
one.
do this on
Let's
G+.
all talk-
Yeah.
Let's
the-
all
yeah.
talk about Mutant Fuck Kingdom.
Mutant Fuck Kingdom, game of 2013, absolutely.
Yes.
Hatterful Boyfriend is game of 2012, just so we know.
Yeah.
Just, we have to...
Scott, Tim, or Drifting, or whatever.
I should change my name on here because everybody calls me Scott. But go ahead.
Did you, after you watched the Red Super video, did you go and play the game to see the parts that were removed?
I had actually played the game before
What?
that. Unfortunately,
What?
I had.
What
I
game was
played
it?
it-
I'm
I
not
played it-
paying
I
attention.
played Mutant Fuck Kingdom. It's on Newgrounds.
I'm
and
so sorry.
I had
so
actually
sorry.
played it before because somebody linked to it on Something Awful back when the paywall was down. So I
You should
clicked
just-
it and I.
Does
regret
anyone
playing
have $4 to buy Hatterful Boyfriend, or know where we can get an English download?
Where
I
can
have
you buy it?
$4.
I know where to buy it, but whoever buys it has to play it.
Well, do you have like a link or something?
I have a link.
Look, I'm already going to
But
spend
I
all
sort
my,
of
all
want
my
to
money
play it
on this
myself.
game for drifting.
Just for...
Ah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we could totally play it on Google Plus because the problem I had with Google Plus was that the sounds weren't recorded. But I think it kind of solves both problems if it's a visual novel because like the screen share is slow, but it doesn't really matter because it's just a visual novel, and there's no sound. But who cares?
Shit.
'Cause-
I don't know where... Oh god, it's all in Japanese and I don't know where to find the English link.
Oh.
so
You
do
have
think
to
we
admit though,
should
this is
close
the most
podcast?
promising picture for advertising a game ever.
I don't know, Chris. You think people would want to listen to this podcast?
I think we should probably close this pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do Hatterful Boyfriend in a completely different place.
If only so I can get out of this closet, which is like 1,000,000 degrees right now.
Why don't you just get out of the closet then? Why do you have to?
What
be
was in
there?
that media
Well,
flyer
it's-
that's been taken down?
What's up with Mediafire?
It's taken down.
Yeah, that media flyer says,
Never mind, then. It's an English patch.
Yeah, it violated our terms of service. It said.
the Pirate Bay is blocked in this country. Damn it.
Is it really?
Yes. I wonder if I can just proxy it.
Yeah. Probably get around it.
So you said we're
If I-
closing it out soon?
If I recorded it outside of my closet, you would hear the fish tank, and Josh
Yeah,
can
I
attest
can-
to how loud.
I thought that
Oh,
he was
there we go.
overreacting, but it's true.
I see.
Here we go. I am now torrenting Hatterful Boyfriend.
I was gonna have torrent this.
Well, okay, I'm gonna wrap this podcast up.
I think.
Okay.
Hey everyone, it's been a great year, 2013. It's gonna go down in history as the year that followed
Everyone died.
2012.
Take us out, Carlos.
So,
Haha, great one,
Well, don't-
Carlos.
oh, you rascal! Oh, that was
Oh,
hilarious.
That's probably the best ending we've ever had on this show.
Oh God! Oh man, that was
Carlos is
rich.
such a
That-
rad.
Don't you wish you
that-
could read Carlos's message like me?
That is one that I've got to keep
Don't
for
you?
using on my own friends. That is just gold.
Yeah. Oh man.
So from all
God,
of us
you just
at the
can't
Time
keep this
Splitters-
guy from making great jokes.
He just keeps coming.
Fuck you.
And so do I.
From all of us at the Time Splitters Portal podcast,
So does Chris's cat.
wishing you. This is Chris Muffet Chris. With me, we have Future Perfection. Other people.
Wait, I want to say goodbye.
Brandon just left.
Goodbye,
I
Time-
hope
Say
you
goodbye
have-
then.
Goodbye,
What the hell are you
Time
waiting for?
Splitters.
Bye.
I hope you all have a nice 2015.
Cheese is already hung up, so
We love you, except for Cheese, who doesn't.
yeah. Anyway, have a merry whatever you celebrate.
Merry Christmas,
And,
Kwanzaa-ness.
Have a happy Martin Luther King Day. Thank you so much.